एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निरभਉ निर्वैर अकाल मूरत जूनी सैभं गुर प्रसाद। धन धन गुरु ग्रंथ साहब जी महाराज, धन गुरु गोबिंद सिंह साहिब सच्चे पातशाह। कमाल करामात कायम करीम, रजा बख्श राजक रिहा को रहीम। वाहेगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहेगुरु जी की फतेह। We are visiting the Bani of the Japji for some time. Before I start today, reach out my condolences to the tragedy and the victims of the aircraft crash in Ahmedabad. To those who are victims in Iran, in Gaza, in Israel, wherever there is bloodshed and people are hurt for no reason of their own fault, our prayers to everyone. We are visiting the Bani of the Japji. The Japji is story of our lives. What is our real life and what is the imaginary life we live? We have traversed these last few podis about the khands of spiritual evolution. What the khands really mean is that the evolution of the mind, when it starts becoming aware of its reality and what it is, and when it merges with its own source, such khand. What is its dharma? Maharaj, we all live in the thought world. We have thoughts always encompassing us. Our reality is thoughts. This is the ego world. This is the karmi hoy vichar, where we are assessed. Vichar means we are checked and we are assessed on the basis of our karma. Maharaj, this thought world is our ego world. It's the karma world. And in the similar tone, there is the another world. So beyond the thought world, there is first the thoughtless mind, which is the mind which is focused, which is in surt. That is happening in the Sram Khand. In the Sram Khand, the surt is being chiseled, being cleansed, being fine-tuned to move ahead in its nature. Its gross elements are being dropped. That's when we feel the tears, we feel the vairag, and that cleanses us for our re-entry into the world of the nether world. Tithe kadiye surt mat. The mat is the ego mind. And then the mind becomes aware. Tithe kadiye surt mat man buddh. Man becomes aware, Maharaj. Now, once we have crossed this, the ability to calm our mind, tuk dam karari jo karo, which Maharaj says, thir ghar vaiso har jan pyari. Or Guru Sahib in the Pauri, some podis before us, explained dhyan to us. Munda santok sarampat choli, dhyan ki karo vibhut. Pancha ka gur ek dhyan. Where the focus is now stable, mind is thoughtless. But the thoughtless mind is not able to enter the realm of Anand. It's not able to find the source of the creation, its own creator. And there is the role of the Guru. And there is the role of, and what does the Guru do, Maharaj? Guru introduces us to karam, to another, to grace, to a blessing. where all the accounts are settled and our visa is granted for the Sachkhand. We are today at the 37th Pauri. We are all wandering souls. We are wandering because we are seeking something, Maharaj. What are we seeking? We are seeking happiness forever. Guru calls this Amrit. And this Amrit is what will satiate us, gives us rest, calms our mind, and it gives us security. It gives us happiness forever. Between the ego mind and the mind where the ego is dropped and it merges into the another world, this journey is a spiritual journey which we all will one day expose ourselves to if we want to find out and merge with the Creator while living. The one energy which is the support energy, the Guru in this. The Guru in this is the Shabad. And then Maharaj is dropping these hints as we go along. He talks about the Shabad. He talks about Gaviye, Suniye, Man Rakhiye Pao. This is the entry world into that realm of Shabad, where we get tuned into the Shabad. Gaviye, Suniye. We merge our mind with the Shabad. Then Shabad becomes our Guru Maharaj. And Guru is the remover of darkness. Guru is the connector to Anand. From our ego world to the Anand world, Guru is the only connection. Shabad is the only way. Karmi karmi hoy bichar. Sacha aap, sacha darbar. Tithe sohan panch parvan. And in this dharam world, the panch who are accepted, the beautiful, beautified how? Beautified by their sensitivity. The more sensitive a person is, the more beautiful he is. The more oneness is there in the individual. Maharaj says, Nadri karam pave nisan. The nishan, the sign of this realm of the God and Guru is where there is another, where the ego mind is gone and the mind is now connected to the Anand world. The Anand is unconditional happiness within us. It is not a happiness with a source, with a reason. It is the nature of the realm where we exist. And Anand is a part of, every part of creation is full of Anand in its spirit. But we don't connect to spirit, Maharaj. We connect to the physical realm. We don't connect to the spirit realm. Japji is our way of connecting to the spirit realm. Japji is our route to our inner mind, our route to realizing who is Guru, and our route to meeting our own Creator, going to know the structure of our own man. So this is the way the life exists. We live in the physical world with the ego as our foundation, but we journey towards our inner source of Anand and happiness, which resides in the Karam Khand and Sachkhand. Karam word means another grace, blessing, love. Karam means a presence in our life which transforms our inner mind. we will go through the 37th body, one step away from the culmination of this lovely Bani, where we journey towards Karamkhand and Sachkhand together. We will try and analyze what this Sachkhand means. What is the nature of this Sachkhand and the nature of Karamkhand? One thing which we all must keep in mind, that spirituality is not a mere curiosity. If we are merely curious, our investment in this subject will be minimal, and so will the results be. If we are really looking at transforming ourselves, meeting our Creator, finding rest and peace in life, finding a way out of the wandering of our mind, finding a way to go into our inner realm, then our investment has to be far more serious than just curiosity. Maharaj says that unless we find the door to this Anand, we will keep wandering. And wandering is not only birth and death. Wandering is a confused, insecure, hungry mind looking for satiation, looking for being satisfied, always falling short of itself, always incomplete. And anything incomplete troubles us. It gives us a nature into our inner mind where we are troubled by the fact that our goals are not met. If we look at nature in a very simple ways, we have an appointment we go to. We are held back, there's a traffic jam and it's becoming late. It will trouble us because there is a thought seed in our mind which is telling us about reaching somewhere at some time. Now that is our incompleteness. If we don't reach there, or if we are late, or if we are held back, then that is the incompleteness we are going to feel for that particular meeting. And that troubles us, that causes anxiety, stress. This is for just one meeting. But what about life in general? Life as a whole. The rest and peace of life, if we miss that boat, then look at how much stress and anxiety it will cause us. Because we are looking for something more permanent than just transient happiness. And that is the disappointment of life. We keep missing that boat. We try and seek happiness in the world. It may be coming to us in short bursts, but primarily the world is not a happy place because the ego dominates this world. And when ego dominates this world, there is no satiation, there is no rest. And either we are masochists or sadists. This is Freud's definition of our mind. Either we punish ourselves or we punish the other. And we see the nature of the world around us. That is how it's being defined. Let's go through the 37th body, which takes us into the Karam Khand, the realm of Nadar, grace, love, timelessness, where there is no death, no loss. And then we go to Sachkhand, where there is only the Creator. We'll go through the Bani first and then we'll see what Maharaj is telling us today.
Waheguru Ji, Param Khand ki Bani Jor, Tithai Hor na koi hor, Tithai Jor Mahabansur, Tin Ram Reha Parpur, Tithai Sito Sita Mehma Mahe, Taake Roop na Takne Jahe, Na O Nahe na Thage Jahe, Jinke Ram Vase Man Mahe, तिथै भगत वसै केलो, करे आनंद सच्चा मन सोय, सचखंड वसै निरंकार, कर कर देखे नदर निहाल, तिथै खंड मंडल वर पंड, जे को कथै ता अंत न अंत, तिथै लो लो आकार, जिव जिव हुकम तिवे तिवकार, देखै दिवसै कर विचार, नानक कथना पढ़या सार. Waheguru Ji.
Thank you, Maharaj. We have traversed from Dharamkhand to Sram to Gyankhand, then Sramkhand, where the mind is being prepared by Shabad. Kadiye Shabad Sachi Taksal. And then comes the Nadar. The Nadar is maybe a more permanent vibration in the world. But we get exposed to it when we have started looking towards another. When we have started looking towards the Creator as the center of our life. When we have started seeking and searching, where is the solution to our pain and our sorrow? Maharaj says, Karam Khand ki Bani Jor. Now, the Karam word is a Persian word meaning grace, Nadar, meaning love, meaning blessing, meaning embrace. Jor is defined in two different ways. One is a few of our learned scholars have called this strength, jor, and some have called it join. Let me say, we assume both of them. The Banat, Bani means the nature of this realm. The mind's realm is now of strength and of connection. What is the strength in this world, Maharaj? What is strength? Strength has a lot to do with freedom. He who is free is strong. He who is more dependent is weak. The more in need we are, the weaker we are. Because it is our need. And the lesser we need, the stronger we are. So the strength and the freedom and the connection to our Creator gets defined by the nature of our mind. Maharaj, the man is insecure as long as its only foundation is transient and temporary. Like the body. We are very insecure about the body. We can fall ill. We can have see what happened in the disaster in Ahmedabad. So for us, this makes us very insecure. We don't know about our tomorrow. And behind the curtain of death, we don't know what there is. So we are that much more lost. Where will we go? What will happen? We don't know. So Maharaj, the issue here is that when the mind is connected to its own source, then it is independent of the body. It's independent of its physical conditions. It is independent of time, space, and cause. It is beyond death. It is no longer dependent on the physical body. And in that way it is powerful. There's one beautiful line. Jako kachu na chahiye, soi shahanshah. One who needs nothing, he is the real king. There's a story of Farid having gone to Akbar in Agra to ask for some favors for his region. And he met the king at the time when the prayer was happening. And Kabir and Bhagat and the king, Akbar, had a long list of needs. And by the time the list was read out, Farid got so put off, he started walking home and he left even before the prayer was over. Akbar knew that he had come. He revered him. He had a lot of respect for him. So he called him back and asked him, why did you leave? You came for some purpose. And Farid told him, I came to meet a king, but I actually met a beggar. So the nature of our physical connections, the nature of our physical status doesn't really define our inner status of mind. We have a very beautiful story from Alexander and Diogenes. Alexander was one of the greatest kings of all his times. He conquered some of the largest areas in the world. And he had reached Athens. There was a tradition that when the new king would come, the school of Socrates, the different schools, would come and meet Alexander. And everybody came. So there were different schools. School of cynics, school of philosophy. There are different schools. Diogenes did not come. He was the school of the cynics. This is the word cynicism, where it comes from there. And of course, Alexander noticed that Diogenes is missing. So he asked the people, where is Diogenes? Diogenes used to live in a tub, dirty, hardly washing, torn clothes, sometimes living in his own muck. And he was not known to have respect for others. There was a lot of contempt. So Alexander said, let's go and meet Diogenes. And the whole entourage goes, and Diogenes is lying in his tub and the sun is out. And Alexander announces himself to Diogenes. Now here is Diogenes who owns nothing. He has no ownership. He has no house, no household, no status, no family. His whole living quarter is this tub he's living in. Alexander announces himself. And he says, I am Alexander the Great, the king. And Diogenes says, I am Diogenes. Alexander says that I have conquered Athens and I would like to offer you, is there something I can do for you? And Diogenes turned to him and says, yes, you can. Stand away, you are stopping the sun. It was contempt for authority, for kingship, for power. That is how a sadhu, who doesn't need this power, who doesn't need this money, who doesn't have a need, he is satiated within himself. He knows what is life. He knows the nature of life. He knows that we are all wanderers in this world for only some time. This is not our permanent resort. This is not our permanent residence. He knows this meeting of the world is not forever. But there is something forever. That which is forever, the sadhu has in his own clutches. He has in his own reach. He lives that status. So for anybody to make him insecure or her insecure is difficult, because they live the real world, the permanent world. We live the transient, temporary world. Alexander walked away and said, if I was not Alexander, I would have liked to be Diogenes. Well, that was a way of showing respect. He was a man who could have killed Diogenes. But I don't think it mattered to Diogenes what anybody did to him. The understanding of life comes from our ability to live life in a deeper world, in a deeper sense, to live through the facades of change and see that which is more permanent, that which is with us beyond our own physical body. What is that? There is this word we all use, Atma, spirit. Where is the Atma? Who knows where is this Atma? Where is the spirit? And how do we know where the Creator is? Everybody talks about God. In business world, often people use these terms, we have to leave everything and go in any case, but they all cheat. And understanding that this life is not our permanent life. It takes some effort to reach that spot where we have accepted that death is the reality of life. Maharaj, without understanding the nature of this world, we cannot seek the spirit. We cannot seek the Atma. We will not. Because this is the only world we know. And we assume this will be forever. We don't think we will die. In the Mahabharata, there is one Yaksh Prashan. Where Yudhishthir is asked by the Yaksh that what is surprising? Kim Ascharya. What is surprising about world, about this life? And he says it is surprising that a person goes to somebody else's cremation and comes away feeling that he will not die. That is not his own reality. Now, if we go to these ghats, we go to Nigambodh Ghat, if we really go and stand and watch, people will be standing next to their, the funeral pyre, and they will be chatting about other things. They are not observing death. They are not looking at death as its reality. They are not saying, this is also going to be me one day. No, it doesn't happen like that. We avoid the basic issue. We talk about there is a lot of heat. We talk about there is rain. We talk about what are you doing? How is your health? We talk about everything else to our friends. But we don't observe death in its essence. So things like this incident which has happened in Ahmedabad will shock us. Naturally, it will shock us because we think death is far away. And yet here is an incident where death happens instantly. Within a minute, this whole thing has happened. And 200 odd people, 250 people have just perished within a minute. This is the reality of life, Maharaj. But then we are concerned, where will these people go? Where are they going? What is happening? We don't know all that story. But certainly, it's a painful process to be separated from your next of kin. It's a painful, very painful process. Somebody passes away of old age, there is still a level of maturity and acceptance which happens. But somebody passes away suddenly like that. So what I'm trying to bring about is that the nature of life is very different from the assumptions of life we have. And we live only assumptions. We don't live the real life. There is an issue where there is a story where Guru Nanak is asking Mardana about life, and he says, what do you think about how long you will live? And I think Mardana ji says, we don't know whether we will live tomorrow. Maharaj in his answer tells him in the end of this whole question and answer that we don't know whether the next breath will come. That is how uncertain life is. There is this dialogue in the Sikh Gurus where Maharaj is asked about what is the source of breath. Tresut angal vai kaiye tehka kamanadaro. Pavan ka vasa sun nivasa akal kala tarsoi. From the state of sun, the source mind, does the breath come. That is how far away the Creator is from us. The source of this breath is the Creator. Our Creator gives us every breath we live. We don't know whether the next breath will come. We saw this incident yesterday where a very renowned businessman died of swallowing a bee, playing polo. So what is really life? Where is the business status? Where is the richness, the family, the wealth? What happened to it all? All went away in a minute. And the Guru Nanak Sahib talks about Ravan's house being of gold. Sohan ki lanka hoti. But it goes away in a minute. When Ravan has died, his whole treasure, his whole family, his whole Raj, everything is gone. So if you look at the word Raja, what is the source word? The source word is Rajya hoya, one who is satiated. So the real king in this world is those who are satiated with life. They have found the center of joy within themselves. There is none other. Maharaj se koi har saman nahi raja. Hai pupat sab divas char ke. He says, there is no one else like the God, the Creator, as the king. These worldly kings are only for 4 days. Maharaj, what is the solution for me? What do I have to do? Guru says, search within your mind. And these journeys of life will open the spirit world to you. Bande khoj dil har roz. Na fir pareshani maaye. You want to go beyond worry. Seek your inner minds. Karam khand ki bani jor. In the Karam khand, you find the freedom, the connection to the Creator. Tithe hor na koi hor. Here there is only one. There are no two. Now Karam khand and Sach khand seem to be very connected because it's in the same body. The flow is natural because the Karam may be opening the door to Sach khand, where that ego is completely dropped, Maharaj. The door of Anand is opened. I will use one of the shabads of Bhagat Ravdas to try and bring out the inner nuisance of Sach khand. The nature of this khand, this stage of human evolution where the spirit exists. Atamras. Maharaj says, Tithe hor na koi hor. There is only one here, no two. Tithe jod mahabalsur. Here are the jodhe, the strong, the fulfilled. And the surme. Why are there here the people who are very strong, very full of strength? Because they have given up their ego. It takes a lot of strength to give up the only foundation you have. They sold their mind to the Guru. Man beche Satgur ke paas, te sevak ke karaj ras. They have visited darkness to find light. They have trusted the Shabad in their dark world. But there is nothing else which guides us, but Shabad guides us. A very beautiful story of Guru Ramdas. And there are these traditions of Shah family in Sikhism. And there was one Shah, one Sikh, or not a Sikh even, a boy who used to sell gungani. They used to make of sugar, of jaggery and wheat. They used to make a concoction and sell it. He used to do that every day in Amritsar. And Maharaj one day saw him, Guru Ramdas, and asked him, how was your sale today? So he gave Maharaj a figure of say 1 rupee or 1.5 rupee. And Maharaj said, then you give this to the seva. And the boy lovingly, trustingly, without question, gives it to Guru Sahib. See, he has no other earning. He has no other food. He is to go home to his elderly mother and he will give her this money and they will buy food. But he doesn't question what Maharaj says. What is Guru Sahib doing? He's testing your mind. Are you able to give up your ego mind? The second day again it happens. Maharaj again takes it from him. Third day, fourth day. In some historians say 3 days, some say 5 days. The money was taken from this boy. The mother also didn't complain. There is no complaint. If there is a complaint, then there is ego. And after the 5th day, the Karam Khand happens. This time the boy waiting for Guru Sahib. He is impatient that Guru has not come. Guru is late. And Maharaj comes to him. And he goes and takes out his money from his pocket and offers it to Maharaj. But here, things have changed. Maharaj now says, today I will not take from you. I have to give to you. And Maharaj gives him back everything which he gave, plus some more. And he tells him, you are Shah. The boy says, Maharaj, I am a very simple boy. I don't have much knowledge. I don't know much. I am not a sahukar. And Guru convinces him, you are a sahukar. You have given me money. Sahukar lends money. You lent me money. So the Karam Khand, the fulfillment is happening. The trust, the giving, the love has now given its reward. The Guru gives back love. And Maharaj blesses him. And this Shah family now is world over. There are a lot of people who use their name from this family tradition. And it says that he became a trader of repute. And he also found Naam. Now this is the beauty. Where if we find physical means without stress in this world, and we also have Naam with us, that is a combination which is very empowering. Tithe Jod Mahabalsur, Tinme Ram Reha Parpur. These people are full of the Creator's source. They don't have their ego. Ram is the Ramya Hoya. If we say, as a parallel, we are the Sitas in this world. We have sold ourselves to Ram. And he now resides within us. Tithe Sito Sita Mehma Mae. Sito Sita is a synonym for a word Samajana, found rest. Mehma Mae in the grace, in Anand. ताके रूप न कथने जाए. तिथे सीतो सीता में मामाए ताके रूप न कथने जाए ना ओ मरे ना ठाके जाए. There is no death in this realm of Karamkhand. There is no loss. Bhagat Ravdas says, अब मोहे खूब वतन गए पाई, वहां खैर सदा मेरे पाई. Here there is timeless life. Forever I am looked after here. Forever. बेगमपुरा शहर को नाऊं, दुख अंदो नहीं तैठाऊं. No sorrow, no stress, anxiety. ना तस्वीस खिराज ना माल. Here there is no confusion, tax, there is no taxation. Khauf na khata na tarzawal. There is no fear. No error, na khata, na tarzawal, and no loss, which is what Maharaj is telling us. Na o mare na thage jaye, na thage jaye. There never is loss in this realm. This is the world which is our real world. And this is the power which an individual gets when he resides in this world. Then this physical world which we so value, which we feel is our permanent abode, which we feel is our forever house, drops away, becomes meaningless. It's a transient journey. It has its value within the time and the span, the journey which we have. But beyond that, it's our way of finding our permanent home, our thirghar. Without finding thirghar, we are all wanderers, hitting our head against the wall every day, trying to find solutions which never come in our hand. Dastagiri na hai. That is why the one person, one individual who goes away enriched and victorious from this world is the sadhu, the sant. The one who has entered this realm of Karamkhand. If you ever find such a person, sell yourself, Guru says. Man beche Satgur ke paas. Maharaj says, शीश कटे कर बैसन दीजे, बिन सिर सेव करीजे. Cut your head, make him sit with that and serve him without your head. That's a symbolic way of saying, give up your man. शीश वडे कर बैसन दीजे. If you find such a guru, give up everything and don't let go of this. Like the Shah, who gave up without question, gave up without asking, gave up without raising doubt, just lovingly gave himself whatever he had, emptied himself. If we are willing to empty ourselves to the Guru fills us forever. पावनी भगत पाए कौड़ी अगर पाग रखे ताहि गुर सर्ब निदान दान देते. This is why Guru Nanak has come to this world. Siddhas have asked him this question. Why have you left your family and you are wandering up the Sumer Parbat, you are wandering here, there? किस कारण ग्रह तज्जी उदासी? किस कारण है पेक निवासी? Why have you left this world, family of yours, and wander around? Maharaj says, Gurmukh khojat payodasi. I am seeking those who are seeking truth. Maharaj values this life more than the physical family he has. Gives up more than 2 decades of his life to seek those who are seeking truth. Gurmukh khojat payodasi. And then he tells them, Sach vakhar ke hum ban ja rahe. I deal in truth. I am a trader in truth. You sell your false mind and I will give you truth. Na o mare na thage jaye jinke Ram base man mein. Tithe bhagat vase ke log. Here in so many regions, nether regions, above regions, bhagat, the lovers of the Creator exist. Kare anand sacha mansa. And they live the anand of life. The happiness source from within. On meeting the Guru, this anand opens. Anand pe ameri mai sat Guru mein paya. This is the Amrit, Surnar Munjan, Amrit khoj de. Jis jal nid karan tum is jag aaye. This is the hunger which is driving our life and make us wander, seeking something. This is what we are seeking, this anand of life. Tithe bhagat vase ke lo, kare anand sacha manso. This is the sacha man, the permanent mind, Maharaj. The satnam. Ikonkar satnam. Maharaj now tells us about Sachkhand, the realm of truth, realm of the true Creator. Sachkhand vase nirankar. Nirankar. He has no shape, no form. He is the reason for every shape and form, but he doesn't have any shape or form. Kar kar vikhe nadar nihal. And here there is abundance of energy of grace existent. Nadar nihal. Which transforms all our doubts, pains, sorrows into energy of anand, energy of love, light. Kar kar vikhe. Here the Creator resides and he sees, oversees his whole creation. Tithe khand mandal varpand. Here the different realms of celestial bodies, the natures of life, different realms of the world. Mandal. Je ko kathe ta ant na ant. If somebody says and talks about these different paradigms of life, there is no end to them. There is infinite world here, Maharaj. Tithe lo akar. And so many worlds, so many people and akar, forms come from the Creator. But what is the nature of the Creator? Kar kar vikhe nadar nihal. Nihal. He takes you beyond the paradigm of your mind and forever takes away our pain. Nadar nihal. He gives us that energy of source of life, which is not for some time, but forever. Takes away death from us, sorrow and pain from us. Utthe tithe lo akar, jiv jiv hukam tive tiv. In the beginning of the Japji, Maharaj introduced us to this word hukam. It's a cryptic word, but he explains that hukam is the paradigm of the Creator. He lives in his hukam, his order, his rules, his games, all is his hukam. And we are separated from the hukam by our ego. Hukam razai chalna. We are not in tune with the hukam. But in the Sachkhand, there is only hukam. Our will gets absorbed in the hukam. Whatever is the hukam is our will. Whatever the Creator wishes becomes our wish. There is no difference now. Jiv jiv hukam teve tivkar. As the order, so is the way the life unfolds itself, Maharaj. Vekhe vigse kar vichar. And here there is celebration, vigse. There is love and celebration. And dhyan, vichar. This is where the Creator is looking after his entire creation. Maharaj says, Nanak kathna karda sar. Which is what he is telling us right from Dharamkhand. The journey of the mind from its ego world to the Creator's hukam world. Where I am not, only the Creator is. Bani calls this Turiya Avastha. Jagrat Supan Sakhopat Turiya. मैं नाही कि चाहूं नाही किछ आहे न मोरा. I am not. I am nothing. I am not. I am completely merged with my Creator. And nothing is mine. Nanak kathna karda sar. Sar is metal, chewing metal with his teeth. In the Siddh Gosht, a similar line is used. Mein ke dant, with the teeth of wax, how do I chew metal? This is how difficult it is, Maharaj says, to narrate the state of Sachkhand. How will I reach Sachkhand, Maharaj? Gaviye, suniye, man rakhiye, pao, dukh par har sukh kar le jaye. Sing the Shabad. Get absorbed with the Shabad. Meditate on the Shabad. Become Shabad. Man rakhiye pao. Dukh par har sukh kar le jaye. Listen to the Guru. And you will become merged with the Guru. Listening intently, so intently that there is dhyan in our listening, is transformative in the subconscious mind. That's where the journey started. Gaviye suniye man rakhiye pao. The Shabad meditation. You may not be able to sing. You can narrate the Shabad. But absorb it within ourselves. I say the Mool Mantra so intently, it becomes a part of me. So intense is the meeting that I am subconsciously with the Mool Mantra all the time. Without my knowing, the Mool Mantra is already within me. Tithe kadiye surt mat man buddh, where my mind is being chiseled, cleansed, prepared for my journey to find the permanent home. Sachkhand. Bhagat Kabir calls this Vaikuntha. Bhagat Ravdas calls it Begumpura. Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Maharaj calls it Anandpur. The culmination of Japji Sahib is on its way. The next pauri is a very intense pauri also. Tells us the nature of life and how inner spirituality is one, as though Guru Sahib is culminating everything which he has said and puts it into the 38th pauri and then gives us the shlok. Kadiye Shabad Sachi Taksa. Create this mint of wealth within your man, the mint of Shabad being reverberating within us and creating a wealthy mind of love and anand. This is the sixth wealth. Sikh uses Shabad as his foundation stone. Sachkhand vase nirankar, kar kar vekhe nadar nihal. Nanak kathna karasar. The culmination of the 37th pauri, Maharaj. Forgive my errors. I hope I'm able to bring out some meaning into what I'm trying to say. I don't think Guru Sahib's words can ever be said, explained by someone like me. These are words of the beyond the physical realm. They need a certain amount of love, sensitivity, a certain amount of seeking and searching. They need a certain amount of giving to find answers from what we want to seek. To let go and to understand the nature of creation from the understanding of our own man. Sachkhand vase nirankar. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, please raise your hand, and if you are on YouTube, you can write them out and Gursimran will bring them here. After that, we will culminate the session with Anand Sahib, Bani of Guru Amardas Maharaj. Anand Paya Meri Maaye Satguru Mein Paya. Thank you. Waheguru Ji.
Can you please make us understand the meaning of Khand Mandal or Band again?
These are the different realms of creation. Khand, the different divisions of creation. Mandal, celestial bodies. Varpand, the different earths and galaxies and all creation around us. There is knowledge of these realms within the mind.
And
the different worlds, low, different worlds, akar, forms.
And we
The Creator watches in celebration, Vigse Vigas, and is in Dhyan, watches and looks after, nurtures creation, Vichar.
Can we say that these khans are state of mind?
Everything is state of mind. but the physical representation is a reflection of the spirit. These realms are the journey of the man, and how it becomes aware of its own potentials, own nature, its own inner structures.
I want to ask that you mentioned that he who is sensitive is beautiful.
Yes.
But being beautiful won't be enough. How are we building ourselves stronger by being sensitive?
Sensitivity has to do with feeling the other's pain as my pain. So it makes me connected to everyone else. It makes me one with the others. And that is how I become stronger. Strong is not about my ego. Strong is about dropping my ego. When I don't see the difference between the other's pain and my pain, that is sensitivity. And I don't handle it in a way that my ego gets enhanced. I handle it in a way where I feel the presence of the Creator in this emotion. Emotions are the lungs of life. Kya pawa par. The language of God is emotions. Ji. Love.
But maybe when I feel things very deeply, I often get bothered about them. Like I feel that pain, I empathize with the people, I sympathize with them, and I feel it like it's my own pain.
But if while you do that, you cannot bring your ego in the picture. If you bring your ego in the picture, then it will affect you. You have to keep yourself aside and feel the other's pain. If you involve your ego, then it becomes your pain. It gets transformed into you. There's a difference between the two. Feeling the other's pain as a witness, not as a participant. Ji Maharaj.
Diji, can you please elaborate this witness and
somebody tells me their pain of life, and I start saying, oh yes, even I have this same pain. That means my ego has become a player now in this game. But I have just exposed myself to the other's pain and limited myself there without getting my ego involved. Without saying I am also feeling the same pain. I am not in the picture. Then I am witnessing the pain. I am not participant of that pain. So it will also keep me, it will also keep me distant from absorbing that pain and making it mine. Ji.
And Diji, when Kashmiri Pandits come to Guru Tegh Bahadar and share and express their grief, and
there Guru Sahib takes a conscious decision. There Maharaj has decided to, and on the saying of Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Maharaj, first he concludes that this requires somebody to sacrifice. And then Guru Sahib tells him, who but you? And then he binds himself, because he looks at Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Maharaj as he knows the reality of the spirit of this person. And then he commits himself to this task. That's a very different approach. We can not handle that. So we have to be more guarded in our approach. But Maharaj is Guru is a different thing. There he has made the other's pain as his pain. Ji Maharaj.
I think Guru can do so because he doesn't have any ego.
Guru can do so because Guru is Guru. Guru is living in a different realm from the physical. It's completely free. Sohani ji, Hanji. Shibani,
Yeah, waheguru, good evening.
good evening.
So you had referred to Sachkhand also as Anandpur, which you said was a term which Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj used. And then you said Vaikunt was, did you say Sant Kabir?
Yes,
And you said one more, Begumpura, I think.
yes, Bhagat Ravdas.
Ravidas. Was there another term you used?
No, you can also say salvation in Christianity. You can say mukti in Hinduism.
Okay.
These are the states of paradigms which are similar.
Like spiritual liberation.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, yeah. You said like feeling is the language of the Guru.
Bhakya Pavapar.
The language of God is emotion.
Love.
Thank you.
Thank you.